Hey everybody, welcome to MogTalk episode whatever number this might be. I'm here at TwitchCon 2016 and we are going to be talking with two wonderful guests. Both are streamers for Final Fantasy 14 and you guys are kind of recent streamers, but let me introduce you real quick. First we have KinkyKevy, right?
Yep, hello, my name is KinkyKevy. How you guys doing?
Excellent. And is the stream name KinkyKevy?
Everything's KinkyKevy.
Everything's KinkyKevy. I feel pretty good about that, I guess. So, awesome. And then we also have Sophie, who's been on the show before.
My name is Sophie. My Twitch name is Complexity990, but I basically go by Sophie, so.
Okay, good. All right, and so now we have the wonderful people introduced. This is kind of an impromptu MogTalk episode, so if it's really rough and horrible, forgive me. Not these guys, but forgive me. So first thing I want to talk about is just kind of general information about both of you guys. How long have you been streaming Final Fantasy 14?
Final Fantasy 14. Oh, okay. So I started back in 15 for like a month. Came back to 16 in like May or June. Stopped. Came back around, I'm gonna say August. I've been streaming it like non-stop ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like how many hours a week do you think you stream?
Well, so I work full time.
Okay.
Because I'm not project clearly.
Yeah.
So I stream like 4 hours on weekdays, and then weekends I stream from like 8 to 12.
Okay.
Yeah, that's usually my whole schedule.
That works pretty good. Don't worry, man. I'm not partnered either, and I do a very part-time stream. We're not in the cool kids club, so we don't get to go to all the VIP room and all that stuff. We can't do it. But
right.
What server are you from?
I'm from Gilgamesh.
Gilgamesh. I'm on Gilgamesh too. You know this.
Yes.
Okay, I need to get more familiar with you.
Yes,
all right?
we do.
We need to have more conversations. So we'll go back here. You've already introduced yourself on a different episode, but we'll go through it again.
All right, well.
Go ahead. So the first thing I want to ask is how long you've been streaming Final Fantasy 14?
Since about March, so I guess that's, now I'm like trying to do math. It's like 6 months, 6 months.
Months? Okay.
That's how many months it's been. I'm on Gilgamesh as well, so that's just all of us.
I'm so sorry, guys. This is a Greg stream now.
So I got him to transfer, so.
Oh, where were you from before?
Sargon Tennis.
So, okay. Did you ever meet Xeno?
No, I haven't.
So you have nothing bad to say about him?
No.
Okay, good. Xeno's my bro. All right, let's go back over here. I had this whole conversation. We had a whole conversation with someone raiding with us recently that said a whole bunch of stuff that was like, oh, I hate Xeno and everything else. I'm like, you're probably not getting back in my party, man. I don't know if you've ever watched my show, but that's my boy. Anyway, sorry.
No, you're fine.
So the other question I have is, of course, what do you play?
I play a summoner mainly, but I also play White Mage and Scholar because people hate on summoners. So when I'm feeling like sad about myself, I play a healer.
Fair enough. It all makes us hate ourselves. I've had 3 months of hating myself. Kerr's had years of hating herself playing healer, I'm sure. Oh, she gave me a weird face. Okay, maybe that was the wrong thing to say. KinkyKevy.
Yes.
What classes do you play?
I mainly play tanks.
Tanks, okay.
I'm a tank guy.
What kind of tank?
Paladin.
Paladin,
That's
all
my
right.
main class.
There we go. A lot of people probably don't agree. We are an odd bunch right now. Do you guys like Astros too before the recent patch?
I haven't actually touched Astro yet.
Okay, all right.
So I can't really say anything.
Boring answer. Let's go back over
I'm
here.
excruciatingly bad at Astro. Like,
Okay.
to the point where if I get on it, my chat is just like, it's like I have a nice community, but it gets very not nice
Right.
when I'm on Astro. Like, I feel like I'm like, should I stop streaming? Like, y'all are being really mean.
Yeah.
So I don't play Astro.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Astro's now like, we were talking about it a little bit, is a world first job at the moment. Like it boosts everybody's DPS like a ridiculous amount because now it's a balanced job. Looking for balance is really what the whole job's about at the moment. But let's get back to streaming. This is TwitchCon. We're talking about you guys streaming Final Fantasy 14. We saw that awesome Astro cosplay a little bit earlier. There's actually, I felt like I saw a Makote, but I'm not really sure. Someone had ears. But that could have been like anybody, I
Everyone
guess.
has
Right?
ears.
Yeah,
I was
everyone.
about to say everyone has ears.
Well, I mean, cat-ish ears, big ears, bunny ears, something.
Everyone has cat issues.
People have tails too. It's pretty common, I see.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So it's kind of interesting to see that there is some kind of society, I guess, for Final Fantasy 14 streamers. We saw Happy a little bit earlier back there. We saw Aurora Snacks giving a panel, although it wasn't about Final Fantasy 14. It was a really awesome panel about mental health, and you guys should check it out on the Twitch VODs if you haven't already.
Oh, I wanted to go to that one.
Yeah, you've missed out, man.
I know.
It was awesome. If you're a streamer and you get sad at any point in your life while streaming, and you think it might be because of that, watch it.
Don't get sad? Like, that's weak.
So, no, okay. You are one of the reasons why people get sad at the moment, Sophie. Come on. You say weak? You calling me weak? I'm already feeling bad.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to just completely attack you guys, sorry. So you guys stream Final Fantasy XIV. What got you into streaming Final Fantasy XIV? I'll start with you, Kevy.
All right. Well, when I first started streaming, I just loved MMOs. It's like I played like Star Wars first, and I was like, I don't want Star Wars anymore. So I was trying to find other games. I didn't want to play WoW.
Right.
Because I'm not a WoW guy.
It's okay. You weren't wowed by it. That's fine. No, okay. I had to do it. Let's keep going.
But like, I don't know, because like I'm very story driven.
Yeah.
And so before I got back into Final Fantasy, I was doing a big thing, Witcher 3, and I did like 2 months straight Witcher like 1 to 3, and then what got me back into it was like all the story, because I didn't feel like there's a lot of story to Realm Reborn. Like there is, but I didn't have anyone to play with because I was playing solo, and it's better with friends, right?
Yeah. MMOs usually are. Yeah.
But like the story and lore in this game is amazing. Like you don't understand.
No. So that's funny. Like the story and lore within Final Fantasy XIV is kind of interesting to talk about because it's really hard to grasp at first. Like I couldn't really get into it, and then you're like busy trying to level up, especially if you're trying to catch up with friends. You're like click, and then you're gone. You're never gonna figure out what's going on until you go back and read stuff.
Right.
Koji, you are so awesome at what you do. Please try to simplify it for some people though, because it's really hard to keep up sometimes. And
I feel that.
yeah,
Yes, it was.
and they'll even like put like lore aspects in like Wiping City. I was talking to Ethis about that. I called it Wiping City, like not even thinking that was the wrong name. Weeping City. Yeah, there's like so much really awesome story. It's implanted into that, but it doesn't. It's not. If you don't know the story, you're not gonna be able to catch it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Final Fantasy XIV story?
I mean, when I watch the story and like when I'm doing the main story quest, I know that it's good, but I often just don't know. Like I started out understanding, and then they started like crossing like different stories, and I got very confused. And I went back and I tried to watch some of these YouTube videos that explain the lore because I thought that would help. But I got confused with those too. I need like a for dummies guide on the lore. So if anyone wants to create that, that would be great.
They have, Koji is putting out at FanFest, I think his lore book or encyclopedia, the encyclopedia version of it, which is going to be probably hard to read. We'll see. I'm going to get it, and I'm going to read through it, and hopefully it's something that, if you don't know anything about Final Fantasy XIV, it'll kind of get you in the loop, and they'll try to make that more available to people, hopefully. But I'll ask you the same question, kind of, what got you into Final Fantasy XIV streaming?
Well, I was streaming League like 3 years ago.
Okay.
All right, chill. And I actually like took a break from streaming and started playing Final Fantasy XIV, like in my free, like that was like my game. And I didn't realize anyone was streaming it. I was like, I have some League viewers. No one wants to watch me play some MMO. And I got back into streaming with WoW because my friends were like, try out WoW. And I was like, WoW as a community on Twitch. I ended up not liking WoW very much. I mean, I just didn't really get into it. I had like a viewer base there, but I wasn't happy with it myself. And I was like, maybe, I mean, I love this game, Final Fantasy. Maybe there's some people there. And I ended up discovering that there's a lot of people. There's a community. And that was really like cool.
Yeah, I got to say, it's probably one of my favorite MMOs. I played WoW for like years and years and years, and Legion came out, but I can't play it right now because I'm so obsessed with Final Fantasy XIV, and I think I've dove pretty deep into the game now. There's no way for me to get out unless if I'm just going to completely abandon it, but it just has a different feel to it, and it might start going towards WoW's side. You can see them kind of marketing like the stuff that WoW did beforehand, but hopefully it doesn't go too far into it, and then it becomes that game you don't want to stream, right? Yeah. So, what kind of player are you? And I'll start with you, Kevy. Are you a kind of casual player? Do you role play? Do you ERP? What do you do, KinkyKevy?
What is ERP exactly?
This is great. So for you guys who don't know what ERP is, so RP, role play, right?
Yes.
And so if you throw the E in front of it, it's erotic. And so erotic role play.
Because my name is...
It might be... Okay, so we won't go too deep into that. We'll save that for the ERP show.
You're going to be invited.
We'll invite you. And so your stream, okay, are you kind of like a casual player? Do you kind of go out there? Do you role play? Do you, is your main focus just kind of on raiding? What do you do?
Well, I was doing the story, but I'm not doing 3.4 MSQs on cast because I don't want to spoil it for anyone. But I usually do casual stuff. Like, my FC isn't really, like, it's not humongous. It's like, maybe like 10 people. But like, I try to like build that up and get people to join in. So like, whenever I stream, I try to get everyone to jump in. We can all hang out and talk in voice chat and Discord. I am more like the friendly, not crazy hardcore.
Right.
Though I do like raiding, but like no one else in my FC does it, so I have to like party finder, which is okay.
Gilgamesh, you can do it.
Yes.
Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Those
Tuesdays
are
and Wednesdays.
your pug group. So.
All right, sounds good.
All right. So, what about you, Sophie? What's your main focus in the game and when you're streaming?
Yeah, I kind of just like doing everything. I used to not so much do the story, but I kind of, with this new patch, like really got into it and like reading all the different storylines on stream. So kind of story, rating, I just kind of go into PF a lot, and I'm just like, what party can I wipe over and over again to like make them feel bad?
So you're one of those
That's what I'm known
players.
for basically at this point. So.
Oh well, that sucks. All right. Okay, what was your in-game name again? Fair enough.
I can't warn them.
All right.
Oh my.
I'm just kidding. I'm pretty okay.
I think most Final Fantasy XIV streamers do everything in the game. You do have some people who focus mainly on raiding. My stream is actually kind of only on raiding recently because that's all I have time for. Is to like stream when I raid. Maybe start doing more casual streams and everything with Kerr here. We'll see. Huh? Press 1 for crafting, yeah. So I'll do a crafting stream and it's just one. A gathering stream where you just do one. What do you guys... I've had some personal conflict with gathering recently because I've had to start leveling it up. What's your feeling on gathering within Final Fantasy XIV, Sophie?
I can't stream it. I just can't. I've tried it. I went fishing once and everyone like resident sleeper. Like it's hard. It really is. But I enjoy it and it's fun. But like I stream the game 5 to 6 hours every night. I can't just be like cutting trees during the day. So I just don't get around to it because I can't stream it and I don't have the time for it outside of streaming.
Actually, that brings up another point that I'll come back. Hopefully I'll remember it. But I'm going to ask you real quick, Kevy. Gathering. How much gathering have you done in the game?
0.
0. Fair enough.
But I wanted to do fishing because I did fishing in BDO. I enjoyed it, but not even my chat will be Resident Sleeper. I'll be Resident Sleeper doing fishing.
Yeah.
And it's been like, because like I work a lot, so when I stream during weekdays, toward the end of the cast recently, which I hate, I've been dozing off a lot, and it's just like, you know, I look back at my VODs and I'm like,
yeah, no, that's exactly how I feel about the whole situation. Like, I've been leveling up Botanist, and it's running in a circle between 3 nodes, or triangle, I guess, constantly. Sorry. Going back. Have I been kicking you?
No.
Okay. I'm getting close. All right. Fair enough. I got the tell that I need to put my leg down. Maybe I'm showing too much leg here today.
oh.
Thank you. We got K1 over here with the assistants. By the way, if you guys don't know, we have awesome audience members here today. We have DudeItsAntonio over here. We have K1 SPL. Yeah, and then we have Kinetic, who's a Pokemon streamer. Yeah, you can't see him. It's all right.
He's waving though.
He's waving. They're our Twitch chat at the moment. So the point, hold on, I'm getting back to it. The point that, so when you guys are streaming, do you ever like play Final Fantasy XIV outside of your stream?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just that since I stream it every single day basically for a while, even if I wake up in the morning and I'm like, man, I want to do this in 14, I then go, I'm just gonna stream that later. So I know that I'm not like burnt out, don't have anything to do. Like I just kind of leave it for the stream.
Okay. What about you, Kev?
I actually do play off cast.
Okay.
And like, now, I try to do like all the crazy stuff on cast and all the Resident Sleeper stuff off cast.
Yeah.
But when I made my FC, I was like, if you're gonna join my FC, you need to make sure that you're like a diehard. I don't want you to be like, oh, I'll hop on your stream. Like, no, like you better be on. So like whenever I'm on, I can just be like, hey, what's going on? Everyone's just like chatting up in FC. I'm like, all right, cool. I can just join up and hang out with everyone else.
Yeah.
But like I understand like streaming only when you can.
I did yokai grind off stream because no one wants to see that. So I was up at like 4 a.m. like, fates.
How did you guys fare with yokai? Did you get all the way through with all the weapons?
I got halfway through, which is really depressing because I wasted my time and didn't get anything I wanted.
Yeah.
So.
Kev?
I got a minion.
Okay, a minion. So I made.
Minion.
That's pretty. Which minion did you get? Which one was the lucky minion?
It was what was the Shogun?
Okay.
I forget what the actual name is. Shogunyan or something? Yeah.
I'm not sure.
I don't.
But I got the mount, the
Sperm?
whisper. Yeah, I was not going to say sperm. I was like, how can I say sperm without saying sperm? But you did it for
Sperm.
me. Thank you.
It's okay.
Yeah, I got that mount, and it looks really good on a row. Row Moogle head
Looks
is
good
even
on a
better.
Lalafell too.
All right, we're done with questions with her over here. Let's. So, the other thing, I guess, when you're streaming Final Fantasy XIV, it's a weird thing to kind of stream. Sometimes you're just kind of doing very basic things. You're not doing anything incredible. Like some people are running out there, they're doing hardcore competitive stuff. Some people are going out there, they're doing some really insane stuff with their stream that like gamers are like, oh, I love watching that. But you guys, with Final Fantasy XIV, you kind of have to do a different style of streaming. You have to be more of a like, they come there for you, not for Final Fantasy XIV, right? Is that kind of how you feel, or?
I feel like it depends on what you're doing on Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, if you're like a Xeno or something and you're like good at raiding and doing like, you know, padding your DPS and stuff, and like everyone gets excited about that, then you can get a lot of viewers just from that, I think. But I think if you're doing some MSQ and like the casual stuff that everyone else does, you kind of do, like they're going to be there for you. Maybe because it's fun to watch a stream while playing a game, but like they want to have like someone that they enjoy listening to while they're also doing the same thing, I would think.
Okay. How do you feel about all that?
Well,
Just lay it on you.
So I haven't really like I do raids, but not so much because I want to talk to chat, and I was always like, hey, what if I played something else? And they're like, dude, I'm there for you. Like I love the game. I'll play it with you. At the same time, I'll just watch you for you. Like it doesn't matter what you play, and that's what I like. That's why I like the regulars. Like I like new people too, but I try to keep my regulars there because they're there for me and not anything else. So.
Funny story, I actually discovered KinkyKevy when I only streamed Sims 4 like about a year and a half ago.
Oh wow!
And he was streaming Sims 4 as well, and that's how I found him. So it's not even the game, you know.
So did you like start playing Final Fantasy XIV through Sophie, or was that just like a coincidence?
I think it was a coincidence because, well, I got back into it, and then Sophie was like, "Hey, you should play Final Fantasy XIV," and then like. So when I was in Tarkentanis, funny story, she's in Gilgamesh, she's like, hey, come play with me, come. And then she like helped me get to Gilgamesh. Ooh.
You completely just, I'll try to cut it out.
I'm so sorry.
There, okay, that made up for it.
So so.
I donated him the money.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, so I'm on Gilgamesh, hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I just,
Good enough. We'll take that. We'll take it. We'll run with it. All right, guys, we're going to do a quick cut here, and we'll be back here in just a second. Then we'll throw it into the video. Or I might talk to you too. You okay?
Oh, I don't mind.
All right.
I'm just chilling here right now.
So I'll go ahead and just ask you.
Yes.
What made you don't have an Astro level up all the way, but what made you become an Astro for cosplay?
Because as soon as I saw the design, I immediately fell in love with it. I've been searching for a Final Fantasy XIV cosplay for a while, and I was like, I saw that, I was like, that's the one. That's immediately the thing I need to make. Because it's, you know, so that had to be in here.
It's okay. How much time did this take you?
I started at July 5th, so it's been about a little under 3 months. But it was still not, didn't feel like enough time. I printed out, it's a 3D printed. The model took a couple of days, but the print took many, many days. Like, I think it was 30 hours printing, and then I had to put it together in 4. So, a lot faster than I would have liked, but it's here, so I'm happy to have it.
Excellent. So you just started streaming recently?
Yes, yeah, I'm very new to it.
Where can people find you if they listen to your stream?
My handle is Alpaca Ash, so alpaca like the mammal.
Yeah.
And ASH, yeah, so that's my handle.
Okay, well, excellent. That's all I really needed. I just want to talk to you.
Can we get a
Shake your hand.
Shake my hat.
There you go. There you go.
Can we get a picture of you two?
Oh yeah, picture, sure. All right, welcome back, everybody. Again, we're here with KinkyKevy, right?
Hi.
Yeah, and Sophie.
Hello.
All right, and we are going to discuss just a few more topics today. I want to dive a little bit into Final Fantasy XIV's most recent changes, because there have been a lot of recent changes. Out of all the things that happened, what is probably your most favorite part of the new patch?
MSQ, just
MSQ.
because I'm a
Really?
lore whore.
Really?
Yes.
So even cooldown resets, all those things, MSQ's like,
Yeah, like
But-
top tier.
Wow.
Well, I don't know. I just like lore.
but you haven't completed it yet.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
All
I don't know.
So you don't know if it's like a really good story yet.
Well-
You can just kind of expect it to be.
I hope so.
Okay.
I hope so.
Fair enough.
If it's not, I'm mad.
It kind of sucks because all of us here only had 2 days to play the patch before we came to TwitchCon.
Yeah.
We've had like no time to really experience too much of it. But it's all right. We'll be rooting. That's a really good story quest. All right. Besides story quest, what's one thing that you've had the pleasure of experiencing that you enjoy with Final Fantasy?
Well, I do like.
3.4.
So what I've been doing is I'm doing script tomb
Okay.
grinding because that's all I can do. Farming. I'm not a big fan of the paladin armor,
Yeah.
but that's because I'm very basic.
Oh, so you don't like all the parry and skill speed and everything they throw?
I like all that, but like I don't like.
Oh, you like all that? Okay.
I just don't like how it like the whole armor, how it looks. I'm not a big like bulky looking dude.
Bulky's great.
Cause
man.
like,
That's
like-
all right. You can glamour it, man.
that's what I do. That's
Okay.
that's what I was gonna do.
Gotta be that tank in a swimsuit, you know?
Someone has to do it, right? Yeah. So, not so much the gear. All right. One thing though stands out.
I think it stands out for the new patch.
We're coming back. We're going back over to Sophie. We're not gonna let him hum it up.
So
All right.
I did a 20-hour stream the day before I came for TwitchCon, so I actually did I feel like I did most of the content already.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I kind of like grinded it out, but I mean I like Sophia because reasons.
Sophie,
All
make
right.
the joke like all the
Calm
time.
down.
Yeah.
So, but I know, I really do like that fight. I think it's really cool. Primals are one of my favorite parts of this game that I feel like other games don't really do for me. And so I always look forward to the new Primal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about the Primals?
I agree with the primals.
Okay.
That because the music
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing. It's the music. It feels like you're doing challenging content, but you don't have that whole everything that comes with raiding. It's like a friend with benefit. Like you don't have to commit to a raid team. You get all the fun. You just get to go in and
All right, we know what Sophie likes. Okay. So, going forward, the music, out of all, have you heard like all the music from the new raids and everything too? Have you done the new?
Recently, yes.
Okay, so which is your favorite? Do you like forward and backward? Is that your thing?
Forward and back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Just constant. What do you guys think about that? Like, you got all this really good music, and then like for some reason in that turn, they're like, this phrase is going to be nailed into everyone's head. How do you feel about that?
It's haunting,
Haunting?
mesmerizing.
Okay. Mesmerizing? Is it kinky?
I guess it's kinky.
Okay. I guess. Okay, now you can make forward and backward kinky, I guess. That makes sense. All right, we're going to dig into that too much, but we're going to go back over here to Sophie. How do you feel about a song, like a lot of music, I got to be honest, okay, so the main reason I'm asking this is because a lot of the music's really great, and I like that song too, but that was definitely a mistake. I don't know, they should not have made it say forward and backward 100 times in a row. It gets really, really irritating and repetitive. That's
So,
why I'm asking you.
I actually did Alexander right when the patch dropped at like 6 a.m. I went into normal, and we got to A11, and I was like, oh, this song sounds like exciting. This sounds good. And then like 5 minutes in, my chat was like, Sophie, it's just saying the same thing over and over again, and everybody starts getting like really like uncomfortable with it. They're like, can we turn some music on? Like, this is getting stuck in my head. But it kind of became a meme throughout my stream, because I was also doing a marathon stream. People were like forward and forward, and like it was a meme. It was great.
I don't know why, like, I would, if I had one question for you, I would ask you why. That's it. I mean, I love your music. You do so great. It sounds wonderful, but why is that the lyrics for that song?
1 foot forward. There's another lyric.
There is!
They do.
They do
There's
say
another lyric?
Yeah,
Oh
they put
my
1
God.
foot forward.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys a couple more questions here. First, since we're at TwitchCon, what's the one thing at TwitchCon that you think you can bring home back to streaming that you've learned and that you're happy about?
I think connecting with game devs is like a big thing. So like I just went to a panel for game devs, and it's just like I feel like a lot of people aren't like very social when it comes to talk to game devs. So I was nervous as well. So when I started talking to them, it kind of like it eased me up a little bit. So that's like my whole thing going back. It's just like talk to game devs, because I do like I am a big main Final Fantasy 14 caster, but I do a variety of stuff just to do all that stuff. But that's what I want to bring home. It's just knowledge.
I mean, and that's how everybody should be. I mean, Yoshi also said to someone who asked him, hey, I'm getting bored of Final Fantasy 14, what do I do? He's like, go play other games. There's other games out there to play, and if you burn yourself out on one game, you're going to hate it. Like a really good song, and you're like, I'm just going to listen to this 24/7, you're going to hate that song for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Every time you hear it, you're going to be like, it's nails on a chalkboard. But Sophie, kind of same question.
So I'm actually purposefully not going to a lot of the panels, because someone advised me before I came here that they're all going to be on VODs on Twitch, and they were like, make sure you're seeing people. You can't see these people ever. You can see the panels. They're recorded. You'll be able to see them. So I haven't really been learning much from the panels yet, because I'm probably going to watch them when I get home. I've kind of just been like making memories with the friends I've had on Twitch, and it's good like meeting them in real life.
Okay. That's awesome. So both of you guys kind of tag networking in there some way, whether it's with game devs or with people, and just kind of having a good time. This is kind of like a party, I guess, for streamers, right?
It is.
It's all about Twitch.
Yeah. And even if you're not going to the party, this is kind of like a party already. So I went to some of the panels myself, and I saw some really good information. I don't know what it was, but it felt good to be in the room and hearing these people talk.
Yeah.
And so I enjoyed it a good bit. I mean, it's stuff that I already knew, but it kind of pounds it into my head live. So it was nice. I'll probably watch VODs up there later on for the ones I couldn't make, because they have 4 panels at a time. You can only make one at a time. And I got to meet all these awesome people here. We saw so many of the people in the Twitch Final Fantasy 14 community come out. I wasn't able to actually get them all on camera for you, but hopefully you'll be able to see some of them. We saw awesome cosplay. We saw Happy again. And I think we already said this earlier on. We saw Mel at her mental health panel, and that was absolutely amazing. But anyways, last question before we get into the shout-outs and everything else. When you get home, what's the first thing you're going to do with Final Fantasy 14?
Finish the MSQ.
Oh, obviously, right?
Because, yes. And then try the raids, even though I am a awful raider.
Yeah. Okay. So if you had a guess at what the end of the main story quest is going to be and what you hope it's going to be and where it's leading to?
I don't know.
So you can look back at this VOD and say, hey, how wrong I was.
Oh.
And no one that's watched it say anything, all right?
Yeah. Well, the last one, they're talking about like the whole Warriors of Darkness.
Yeah.
I want to know where they're going with it. I'm thinking it's going to be like a clash between the Scions and the Warriors of Darkness. Or they're gonna like send us to like the Void and like make us like figure out what's going on over there or something like that. Or like, I don't know, it's clash of worlds and stuff.
The clash of worlds, two worlds coming together. We saw that in 1.0, that means the game's gonna end, man. All right. You're gonna do another one.
The world's ending.
Yeah. All right. Sophie, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to madly try to cap my scripture because I didn't do that before I left, and I get back on Monday night, so that's gonna be a thing.
Yeah, I completely agree. I am in a lot of pain right now because I don't have expert unlocked because I don't have both those dungeons done. So I have to unlock expert, then I have to farm expert. As soon as we get back, we have Sunday night, and then we have, because we're going back tomorrow, and then we have Monday to do it, and then we're SOL.
Expert run party on Monday.
Yeah, Gilgamesh, we're on Gilgamesh, why not? We have a 4-man party right here.
There we go.
Jeez. All right, so any shout-outs that you guys want to do to anyone before we end the show today? And I'll start over here.
Shout out to my tiny little FC, the Lusty Pixie. You guys are amazing.
Lusty Pixie.
Yes.
That is a good
I
name.
had to go with something, cause like the kinky, I can't be like,
You gotta keep it up.
yeah, I can't be like, welcome to like the Kev show.
Slightly sexual every
Can't like
single time.
like the Kev crew. Like that's
The
lame.
kink crew.
The king. Oh my God, Sophie! Come on.
Just trying to help.
Do you want me to bleep that out?
Is that bad?
It could be. It sounds like it's really close to bad. Does that
It's an
sound?
innuendo. It's not like.
Okay. All
My
right.
name
All
is
right.
an innuendo. It's okay.
All right. We won't. We'll leave it there. All right, Sophie. What are you gonna do? All right. I'm sorry. I wrote a different
That's the
question.
wrong
I got thrown off.
question.
All right. Shout out to who? Who do you want to shout out to?
Hi, Mom. First up.
Okay. What's up, Sophie's
She watches
mom?
my stream every night, so maybe I'll show her this.
Okay. Maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Hi to my FC as well that Kev left to make his own FC, deserter. And yeah, to everyone in my stream who happens to see this.
Okay. Excellent. Well, thank you everyone for watching the show today. This is a really weird impromptu show. I think it's going to be 80. We'll see. Hopefully later on we'll have a world first discussion with Angered. I've been talking to him a little bit, and we might have that show up. I don't know for sure. We're going to have a show Saturday. I don't know if it's going to be live or not live. We'll find out for sure, hopefully middle next week. Also, thank you for DudeItsAntonio for being here. Thank you very much for K1, who actually worked a little bit to help with getting the layout for this show. So yeah, applaud. And thank you, awesome third person here, Pokemon streamer over here. I already forgot the name again. Kinetic. I just got to remember Connecticut, and then I can do it.
Connecticut?
Yeah, and I can remember. Thank you, Kerr, as well, for being here and actually recording it, making sure I keep my leg down and making sure that the audio doesn't get too bad. But guys, thank you for watching the show, and until next time, remember to what's my saying? Is it keep cool, be safe, and stay frosty. Awkward waves, guys. All right, we can end it now. This is awkward enough. We're done.
I'm just like doing.
Hey everybody, it's Frosty with MogTalk here at TwitchCon 2016. I have with us one of the best viewers I think I have on my channel, DudeItsAntonio.
Hello, everyone. I'm from California. No, but my character is called DudeItsAntonio, Leviathan server. If you see me around, I'm a Lalafell with a pompadour.
Okay. How's the sound volumes, by the way? We're kind of doing some tests and stuff. Go down a little bit. A high yellow? Okay, maybe I'll just hold it back a little bit more like this. But hey, that's good. So, anyways, Antonio, I do have a question for you.
Yes.
Why do you even watch my channel?
Because you talk about like the different subjects, like from a lot of rating, a lot of the important topics that people have concerns about the show, or at least in the game in general.
Okay. All right. I highly appreciate that, by the way. Like, we try to stay a variety of like rating and everything else. But you don't even do a lot of rating, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's just that it's like I would like to know what people think outside of like just my server alone, and so it's just like I hear a lot of things, and then it's just like what other different areas of the world think about this instead of just North America where it's just one-sided, like complaining about these things.
Okay. So you're mostly known as like some crazy super crafter. Why do you do crafting in the game?
Compared to other MMOs that I've played, the Final Fantasy XIV crafting system, the most interactive I've ever come across ever. And then after I started, I just couldn't stop.
I gotcha. So I've never done a crafting show in my life.
Yeah.
I'm not a good crafter. I'm horrible at crafting. I just press 1 a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what would you want to see on a crafting show with MogTalk?
People who are like what people experience from leveling, if they did it on their own or if they had people help them. Because there's like a lot of ways where you could speed level crafting, and then there's ways where people just do it, but it takes like a really long time to get it to where everyone else is at.
If you had to fix one thing with Final Fantasy XIV crafting, what would it be? Or crafting and gathering, I'll add that in there too.
Make fishing great again.
Make fishing great again. All right, well that is all for us now. I'll bring it back down. Thank you guys very much, and we'll be back later. Beautiful.